Hey everyone, it's Ronald from Ronald's World and Opinions. So, I am recording this from this 6th generation iPad that I just got recently from the T-Mobile store. Actually had to have it shipped to where I'm staying at, but it works. Alright, so I've been playing around with editing content on here recently since I just got this thing, and yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not gonna do a review on this because nobody's gonna hear me out with reviewing this stuff. There's too many reviews on this. Plus, there's the iPad Pro, the new one that people are running around trying to get. That thing is like pretty expensive, but it does 4K 60 on that thing. It does 4K 60 video recording, so that's cool. And it does 1080p 60 on the front. This thing only does 720p. I mean, I'm talking about the front-facing camera. It only does 720p at 30 frames per second, which is, it's okay. It's not bad, but that's alright. I actually set this camera to do 100 megabit per second videos, so I get high quality on this thing. So let's see how this looks like when this comes out. But yeah. Anyway, so I've been video editing on it. Now Adobe has this app called Premiere Rush on iOS. So that's really cool. It's awesome actually that it's on iPads now. Apple really needed it because they're trying to call iPads laptop replacements. Well, you can't call this a laptop replacement if you don't have, apps that you can actually use. So I've been using that recently to play around and edit some content. I've also used this thing called LumaFusion. So yeah, out of the two right now, I feel like LumaFusion on iOS is a little bit more polished than Adobe Premiere Rush. But Adobe just announced it and things like that. The good thing about Premiere Rush is that I could sync it to the Creative Cloud, whatever projects. If I don't want to render it on here, I could just render it on my PC, which has Premiere Pro on it, and I can finish up the thing there, have more control on the video and things like that on there. So yeah, I'll show you how to use that in a later video because I can't show you on here right now when I'm talking to you, because I have a camera, but it's just unstable for me to show it. So I have a screen recorder on this thing, so I can probably show it to you how to use it in a later video. How to use like Premiere Rush and LumaFusion. I mean, I don't see reviewers doing a good job with like some of that stuff, so I will show it to you. So yeah, iPad has come a long way because back probably just 3 years ago, all they had like for video editing at that time that I knew of on the iPad was iMovie, which is quite limited. I can't really do much color correction on it and all that, and I can't even do layers. With the new apps that they have now, like LumaFusion and Premiere Rush, there's a lot. I can do layers and I have more control with the videos as I can do color correcting and things like that. I can change the speeds of the videos and that sort of thing. So it definitely works for that kind of purpose. But yeah, but to call this iPad a laptop replacement, I don't think it's ever going to be really a laptop replacement because iOS limits this thing. There's no mouse support. The keyboard shortcuts are limited and all that. The best example of a mouse on the iPad is probably going to be the Apple Pencil, and it's great that this iPad supports the Apple Pencil, this 6th generation iPad. I don't have the Pro, but yeah, I may get that later if I want to, but yeah, so this one supports the Apple Pencil, and you can use that as a mouse, and you can draw, take notes, and all that. Because I'm planning to go back to school in the future, and I need to get something that allows me to take notes on on a device, because I looked in the Surface, but they break and they don't last that long. I remember having a Surface Pro 3 back then, and it absolutely just broke on me in about like 15 months of me owning that device. Like I would have phantom touches and screen wouldn't turn on, the computer wouldn't turn on, etc. And then I couldn't use the computer anymore. So basically that's what happened to that laptop. Basically, that's not a laptop, it's a tablet, but it's basically a laptop disguised as a tablet. The problem with the Microsoft Surface products, they don't have any apps that allows you to use that in tablet mode. They don't have too many. It's just basically, it's just a laptop. It's not a tablet, and the thing is just clunky to use as a touch device. Yeah, if you wanted to use like something like that as a touch device, it's pretty clunky. You'll see what I mean when you have a Surface. You'll see what I mean if you guys ever use a Surface Pro product or any kind of Surface from Microsoft. Yeah, and it has problems editing 4K videos. It just can't handle it. They just put underpowered processors in them. Yeah, and so you really can't edit much 4K videos on that device. And this, it's funny, this is like a budget iPad. That's what they said, it's a budget iPad. But this thing can like edit and spit out 4K content like butter. It's really fast, especially on LumaFusion. This thing is like, you gotta like use that app to experience it, but it's just way faster than me using a desktop to edit videos and export them. It feels kind of like how Final Cut Pro is on the Mac. It kind of feels like that when I export these videos, so that's pretty good. But there's certain things that an iPad can't do that Mac does better. I mean, this thing cannot handle, like, you could do long video edits on this thing, but it's probably better on the Mac because it's better built for that kind of thing. So anyways, yeah, pretty much this is what it is. So this is, the iPad was basically my Black Friday purchase of the year. Well, this year, as you know, I'm looking to do a lot of things, and I just needed something that I could be really portable with and take it on the go and have it as a tablet. So this thing, if you're gonna get an iPad, folks, I would recommend just get the 329 model. Actually, get the one that has the 128 gigabyte of storage for a little bit more money, because the 32 gigabyte model, it's just not enough storage these days, especially with all the apps and all the stuff you're gonna be putting on these devices. You're gonna want the 128 gigabyte storage. Yeah, and I also recommend the LTE one, so that way you can totally be mobile with it and do what you need to do on the go, because it's kind of hard to use this stuff with just LTE. It's just, unusable. If you don't have any signal and stuff, it's just, you can't use it. So yeah, if you're gonna get the iPad, get the one with LTE. Although you're gonna be paying for it on your plan, but yeah, that's the one I would recommend you folks getting. Anyways, so I will see you in the next episode. Talk to you later. Have a great Thanksgiving and take care, everyone. Peace and have a great night.